Good afternoon and welcome to day 4 of the takeaway giveaway. If you've been following along this week, I have created this takeaway giveaway so that it's twofold. I have a giveaway for you, but in order to um, be entered to win that giveaway, you have to give me your takeaway. Your takeaway could be a comment on a post on my public Facebook page. Your takeaway could be commenting on one of the videos on my YouTube channel. Your takeaway could be shared with me through your comment on one of my blog posts at deanafarrell.com. There are hundreds of blog posts. You can even send me an email and give me your takeaway thoughts on something that I have written or recorded or shared. Whatever it is, that gets you an entry into my giveaway. What's the giveaway? Every day this week, I have been sharing a focus tip with you. And every day with that tip, I've been sharing a tool, a specific tool or resource that I personally use to help me stay focused, get focused, something relating to eliminating a distraction, right? So all of those are accumulating to one big giveaway that I will announce the winner on Saturday. So today is day 4, and I am just going to hop right to our focus tip for today. And it has to do with a somewhat disorganized system on how to organize those thoughts, those quotes, those notes, and things that you have. Now, yesterday I shared with you the prioritize focus success planner. Say that 3 times fast. 30 days at a time. And within this, I also gave you the history of how it came about and a little bit of a tour. But there's a brain dump section, and this is so important because we have so much stored in our heads and in our brains, and we think that I'll remember that later, but we don't. The more clutter that we can get out of our heads, it frees up more space to be creative, to be relaxed, to release some stress. So today's tip is, well, how do I get all of that out of my head? Yes, the planner is a fantastic place to just brain dump things. But further than that, and I have a video of this over on the YouTube channel about a brain dump journal. Now, I am a huge advocate and proponent for journaling and getting things out of your head. So I have years worth of journals that are personal and things that I try and work through. I work through things on paper. I need to see it. I need to, create a diagram and have arrows and circles and things. It's the way that I do Bible study. It's the way that I sort through problems, is writing it out. So one of the things is I have them all over in all shapes and sizes, are sticky notes, all different sizes and colors and shapes. But one of my favorites is note cards. I have actually a stack of colored note cards. I carry them in my purse when I carry a purse. They're on my desk here in my workspace. They're over on my writing desk where I sit, and that's kind of where I quietly journal without devices. It's just me and paper. I have them there. And what this does, this is for note taking. This is for, well, let me just show you. So I mentioned I have a YouTube video about brain dump journal. This is what it looks like. This is one of them. I have several. And the cool thing about this, especially as entrepreneurs or creatives, people who have to come up with regular content to share with our assignment. I love my friend Monica Perez Burnett over at Mon Ministries and Faith Led Business um, has kind of really unlocked this concept. As entrepreneurs, we don't have, it's not about an audience. It's not about, um, you know, your fans, your followers, the people that come to you for your um, expertise, information, the way that you serve them. They're your assignment, especially as faithpreneurs, another word that she uses. Um, those of us who are Christian and come to our businesses with a Christian perspective, these are the people that are assigned to us to serve. So we have to come up with relevant content, and that can get tiresome sometimes, right? That's where the brain dump journal comes in. That's where, these note cards and sticky notes, they have to go someplace. Well, try and do this without falling out. So like, here's a card with some sticky notes and actual notes. Here's more. I mean, you could just flip through this. This is where my blog posts come from. This is where, and remember I mentioned like I would never be a weather person because I can't point properly, but these are where the arrows and things come in. I mean, this is, now you know why I'm saying get it out of your head. This is a disorganized system to organize those thoughts. This is the current journal that I'm working on. These are by a company called Green Room. My kids get these for me for Christmas, Mother's Day, my birthday. They know to get me note cards and post-it notes and pens. I just love paper and pens. Another way that you can organize these thoughts is, do you know how when you go to like, I don't know if you're a bargain shopper, kind of like me, and you go to like Marshall's or TJ Maxx or places like that, I love getting stationery and things there. So you get these like little note card things where they come in these little holders. I love these little holders. This one is from my writing desk. All of these cards are verses. This one is just for verses. So in the morning when I am, journaling and doing my Bible study, and there is a verse that I want to remember, not only do I write it in my notebook or in my journal, another thing I do is I write it on a note card. And there are a couple reasons for this. The more you write it, the more that you will remember it. It gets it out of your head and into a place that you can see. The physical act of writing also helps you remember things. You remember what you see. So by taking that thought or what you see and actually doing the physicality of writing it out, it's helping solidify that thought or that thing that you want to remember, because now you can see it, you can remember. How many times do you go to the food store and before you left the house you wrote a grocery store list, but when you get to the food store you never look at that list because you remember writing it down? You can picture your list in your head. This is kind of the same thing. Another reason why I like this system, let me get rid of this so you can maybe see down here a little bit better. Another reason why I like this system, and actually if you go back, I used to have, they make these spiral bound note card things that I used to, when I traveled, I wouldn't take my whole Bible with me. I would take my spiral notebook thing with the note cards in it, and it would just have different verses, and I would flip through when I was away and look at it that way. But there came a time when my daughters became teenagers. Now they're adults. Oh my goodness. Um, Verses and things that I wrote down came to mind, and I can remember literally unwiring the flip card thingies so that I could take out verses and give it to my girls and give it to my kids. And that's when the actual note card system started with writing verses, is because I can take it, I can put it in my pocket, I can stick it to my mirror, I can put it in front of my desk that day, I can give it to a friend, I can, here's one again where I say I do all my circles and arrows and little notes and things like that. It's just, to me, obviously you can tell that I am passionate about getting it out and writing it down, however that may be. If I were to flip my camera around, right in front of me, across from me, there's a huge whiteboard. On that whiteboard are different size sticky notes with information and things on it. Actually, it's a course that I'm working on creating right now, but there's all kinds of information over there. If you were to look over on this side, hanging above a window, is another dry erase. I love seeing words. Words are powerful. Anyway, I'm going on long enough about this. Last thing I'm going to leave you with about this somewhat disorganized system to organize your thoughts and ways. So I showed you the stack of note cards and the things that you could put on here. I didn't even get into the color coding of them. You could get organized enough that each one of these colors means something. I just started doing this when I was working on my book. Anything that was quotable or a quote, I wrote on a blue note card, and I kept those in a stack so that when I got to each chapter in my book and I was looking for a quote that I wanted to include at the top of that chapter, I just flipped through all of my note cards that had quotes on them. And there's different things, when I participate in a training or a webinar or something like that that has to do with my business, I might do it on a green card, because green means go, take action, do it. Yellow could have something to do with, hey, be careful about this. Yellow is caution, right? Pink could be about your heart. This could be where I record things that have to do with my mission and my vision, things that I am passionate and my heart is behind. So yeah, there's a lot that you could do with that. And to take it further, they have these cool little boxes that you could get at your, office supply store or whatever. And these fit these cards. Now, I'm not this organized. I bought these a long time ago thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to organize my card because they have like a little index thing in there. And then they also have, you can't see them, but even like dividers. Now, listen, I am not that good, maybe someday, but maybe one of you that will resonate. So today's focus tip: get it out of your head. Write it down. I don't care if it's in a notebook. I don't care if you are putting it on sticky notes, and you can easily put those sticky notes inside. I even use, do I have any in here? I even use giant note cards. I like these too, to keep and take with me. Enough about that. So today's focus tip is write it down, and part of the giveaway that will be included in the package of things, because this is day 4, so these things have been accumulating. You are getting a pack of note cards so that you can start your brain dump, your disorganized system of organizing your thoughts, mantras, and things like that. All right, I have spoken long enough. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. And remember to share your takeaway, whether it's this video or another one or another place, the blog, Facebook, YouTube channel, whatever it is. All right, talk long enough. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day and get that stuff out of your head.